right in here. This whole panel right here, which is your 12 volt panel. So everything on this section right here, which is 12 volt.
Alright.
So you got your fridge, which is your two sliding doors. You got your freezer, which is this little chrome door right over here. Thing is, when you hear the word freeze on the boat, it's not freeze like when you got home. So if you say, hey, this thing's not freezing, it's not making ice or anything, it won't do that. You're gonna keep them a bit colder than your refrigerator. Okay. So your courtesy lights them, your steps and this little blue lights them comes off. Okay, courtesy lights them. Around the BVI, there's no motoring or sailing after 5 o'clock. So by 3:30, 4:30, find yourself in secure anchorage, secure mooring. If you guys on the mooring or on the anchor, you do not have to leave your anchor lights on. Some people do, some people don't, but it's not a law. Okay, if you choose to leave it, okay, we're going to shore for dinner, we want to know which is our boat. That's your boat with whatever lights you're on. These are night lights in right here. Instruments, which controls autopilot, depth and speed, everything up in the cockpit.
What's the beeping?
Right now?
Yeah.
That's your VHF. If you see there's a thing, there's a little label on your VHF, just read what the label says. I'm not going to take care of that beeping.
Says something about software version unable to press clear to accept.
That's it.
Alright.
So everything you turn off your instruments, on, off, on, the beep can always come on. So all you gotta do, press it clear, that's it.
There you go. Every time we turn that on, it's going to have to clear.
Okay. Freshwater pump runs, pressurizes, shuts itself back down. If the switch is not on, you have no water.
Right.
Okay, so the pump got to be on in order to get water. Right up there, you have your fuel gauge, your water gauge, your volts gauge. Okay, and the deal is you want to keep your batteries them above 12 volts.
Above 12.
Above 12. It's your water tank gauge and your fuel gauge. If your tank shows you half a tank of water, half a tank of fuel, just stop and get some water, get some fuel. Okay, because now you're gonna leave full fuel, full water. And if you come back a week from now, if you didn't take water anyway, well, you're doing really good on water. Your fuel, whatever you pump into your boat, we pump back in, that's what you pay for. If you stop anywhere else and get fuel, that's just because you want to keep topped up. Okay, if you're checking your binder, you got your white binder for you from the office, check on the, think on the third page, you guys gonna see what you have for water and what you have for fuel. So you guys gonna know how much fuel and water. Keep in mind, each one of your engines then, which is 3 engines on board. You got your 2 driving engines, and you got your generator, so those are 3 engines. Each one of those engines pops a half a gallon an hour. Okay, half a gallon an hour. Okay, the thing is, easiest thing, if you run your generator more than 10 hours a day, you need to get some fuel. If you run your generator more than 10 hours a day, you need to get some fuel. And the generator, if the generator is not running, you have no air condition and you have no outlets. So wherever there was outlets on the boat, the plug, phone, laptops, whatever, there's none of them. None will be working if the generator is not running. And you only run the generator on a mooring or on anchor. Never run the generator whenever you're moving, even if it's a flat day. It's oh, we're gonna just run the generator for 2 hours. You always run the generator on the mooring or on anchor. Okay. So all the navigation lights are right up in here. These are all your cabin lights, some as in interior lights, refrigeration system, freshwater pump. There's no salt water taps on board.
Okay, I was curious about that.
So there's no salt water taps on board. With the bilges them, it's fully automatic. You could go manually.
Normally they're all
Auto. Okay, so once everything is on, automatic bilge. You guys are captain and crew, you check your bilge, your engine room once every day. Check your bilge, your engine room once every day. Freezer, switch, and the refrigerator stays on all the time. Don't have to switch them off or do anything. Courtesy light, if you're not using light and stuff like that, you switch them off during the day. These are just a spare breaker. Nothing's attached to it.
Not functional this time.
There's a Wi-Fi unit on board. If you guys choose to use the Wi-Fi, you turn it on. Once you find the one that says CeLaVie, that's going to be your Wi-Fi, and you go through a page with a credit card.
Right.
So basically, you go through the page, you give your credit card information, the Wi-Fi is yours. Okay. Any questions up in this area, sir?
Not on here specifically, but does the boat have red cabin lights or night lights? We haven't seen any, just the white lights.
White lights?
No, red lights for night vision in the cabin.
No.
Some boats have had past that.
The only red light for night vision up there is for the chart table.
All right.
So right up here, this is the ignition. Your generator goes off. That's on. So now to turn your generator on. Ignition on. You press this button once. You wait. It goes through to this page. So it's doing its preheating and everything right now. You jump to this page right here. You press this button and hold. A green light gonna start flash. Continue holding until the green light becomes solid. the generator anyway. Okay, so now your generator is running. You're still on show power mode. So in order to switch to show power mode, you got to go into the starboard engine room. So you go into the engine room so you can see